So, hello. Today we're going to study some general things about dental anatomy and dental histology. DADH. DA means dental anatomy, and this is dental histology. Now, what is anatomy? Anatomy is the study of different structure, their relation with adjacent structure, size, shape, dimension, its etc. Now, what is histology? It is the same thing, but microscopic anatomy of biological tissues, organization of these tissues, and relation their their relation with other tissues and their function. So this is histology. Now, what is physiology? Normal functioning of structures without disease. Yeah, without any disease and pathology. Abnormal functioning of the same structures in a diseased condition. Okay, now about the tooth. General things. Now, for example, this is the tooth. ज़्यादा ही बड़ा बन गया. Okay. This is the apical foramen. This is the crown. This is the root. Cervical line. Now, animal covers the top portion of the animal covers the crown. So, animal thickest at the cusp. This is a cusp. This is the cusp. This is a cusp. Okay. And thinnest at the crest. Major bulk of crown is made up of a material known as dentine. And dentine dentin is comparatively softer than enamel. Now, now this is enamel. This entire portion, this is enamel, this is dentin, and this is pulp. Pulp is present at the center of tooth, and it is soft. Only portion of tooth. Apical foramen already told. Cementum. Now there is a thin layer here. Cementum. Enamel covers the crown of the tooth and cementum covers the root of the tooth. Cementum. Thin layer above the root surface covering the entire surface of the root. The visible pulp extends into the root where it where it opens into a narrow apex at the root, opens in a narrow apex at the root into uh, an opening. दिख रहा है नहीं दिख रहा, into an opening known as apical foramen. So the pulp extends into the root where it opens in a narrow apex at the root into an opening known as apical foramen. All the blood vasculature passes into the pulp from alveolar cavity here. Okay. Now, pulp is divided into two parts: coronal pulp and radicular pulp or root canal. So let's imagine this is a tooth. गलत बन गया, थोड़ा ऐसे चोंच होगा. चलो हाँ. Now this is the dentin, I mean enamel or this is cementum and This is the pulp. Now, whatever portion of the pulp is on the cementum is on the sorry whatever portion of pulp is on the crown, this is a crown, is known as coronal pulp, present on crown. Now whatever portion of the pulp, this is the coronal pulp and this is the radicular or root canal. Radicular pulp or root canal present on root. Now let's say this is the gingiva. gingiva मतलब gums or alveolar bone. This is the gum but alveolar bone is the bone where all the teeth are attached. मतलब जहाँ पे दांत जुड़ता है हड्डी से, जो हड्डी होता है उसको एल्वियोलर बोन बोलते हैं क्योंकि एल्वियोलर सरफेस है. एल्वियोलर refers to teeth. So this is the alveolar bone, let's say. So there are some things which help to attach the teeth, root of the teeth to the alveolar bone. This is called periodontal ligament. So let's say it is like this. This will cover the entire portion and fibrous tissue. Collagen fiber, periodontal ligament, PDL, helps attach the tooth to cementum, tooth to alveolar bone. Cementum ni alveolar bone. Okay. Now have I told this? No. Let's go. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now animals classification of animals on the basis of shape of teeth. This is also important, मतलब जानना चाहिए वैसा टाइप. एग्जाम में आता है नहीं आता, आई डोंट नो. हम तो बस पढ़ते हैं भाई. होमोडोंट, हेटेरोडोंट. गाना चालू हो गया. ओके. All teeth are of same type and perform the same function. All, not all, different types of teeth are present and perform different function. For example, homodont are sharks. सब वही काम करता है. But heterodont humans. There are 4 types of teeth: incisor, canine, premolar and molar. Incisor for cutting, biting, chewing, canine for holding, tearing and tearing and और क्या होता है? I don't know. Premolar for chewing, mastication, grinding. This is also for chewing, grinding. Also useful for phonetics, mastication, and what else? Aesthetics and और क्या है? बस इतना ही याद आ रहा है मेरे को, है ना? Now, classification of animals on the basis of number of sets of teeth. Now, this can be 3, monophyodont, diphyodont, and polyphyodont. Now, monophyodont is single set of teeth throughout life. Means अगर एक बार दांत निकल गया तो it has to stay throughout their life. If it fades away, there is no formation of another teeth. एक ही बार दांत निकलता है और वही रहता है throughout their life. Diphyodont, 2 sets of teeth, primary or deciduous or milk in case of humans, and secondary permanent. Secondary permanent और क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Secondary or permanent throughout life. Poly is many sets of teeth throughout life. Okay, so let's discuss how many teeth are there in each quadrant in humans. Now, this is, let's say, maxilla. This is mandible. So we divide it into 4 halves. First, the maxillary arch and mandibular arch. आर्च मतलब होता है ये, एक को आर्च बोलते हैं. ये मैक्सिलरी आर्च, ये मैंडिबुलर आर्च, 2 पार्ट हो गया. अब मैक्सिला को 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड करेंगे, एक लेफ्ट और एक राइट. राइट, लेफ्ट. You always look at the image as if you yourself are on the page, like you are facing yourself. पेज में आप खुद हैं और आप खुद को देख रहे हैं पेज के बाहर में जो बैठे हैं. ज़्यादा कंफ्यूजिंग कर दिया मैं, पर ओके. राइट मैक्सिलरी, लेफ्ट मैक्सिलरी, राइट मैंडिबुलर, लेफ्ट मैंडिबुलर. ठीक है. नाउ इन deciduous there are 2 incisors in each quadrant. 1 canine, 0 premolar and 2 molar. In permanent there are 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars. So 5 each quadrant. and 8 each quadrant. So total is 20. 5 into 4 since 4 quadrants, and 8 into 4 equals to 32. 32 teeth in permanent dentition and 20 teeth in deciduous dentition. Okay. Now let's study about, I think I've told about the surfaces. Yes. And about the measurements, I don't know, याद नहीं है मेजरमेंट बताए हैं या नहीं. चलो जो भी बताए छोड़ दो उसको. Now let's study some DH. Now DH में जनरल हिस्टोलॉजी है बट स्टिल DH में ही पढ़ लेते हैं. स्ट्रैटिफाइड स्क्वैमस epithelium. Now we use many types of stains, but here we are studying stain बाद में. पहले stratified squamous epithelium may be of two types. Now one is keratinized and another is non-keratinized. Now keratinized might be either para-keratinized or ortho-keratinized. Para-keratinized contains pycnotic nucleus, PIKNOTIC nucleus, pycnotic nucleus absent. Okay. Now what is pycnotic nucleus? For the cells undergoing degeneration. Okay. Now non-keratinized has just this, जो यही है जो है ना, इसमें और कुछ नहीं होता है. Now keratinized has 4 layers. 1 2 3 4, and keratinized has 3 layers. 1 2 3. Okay, so now we'll go from innermost to outermost. ठीक है. पहला है stratum basale, stratum spinosum, stratum corneum, नहीं, granulosum. Now stratum corneum. बेसेल, स्पाइनोसम, ग्रैनुलोसम, कॉर्नियम. ना इसमें पहला तो सेम होता है, स्ट्रैटम बेसेल. बीच वाला चेंज हो जाता है, ये हो जाता है इंटरमीडियम, स्ट्रैटम इंटरमीडियम. नाउ हियर लास्ट वन विल बी स्ट्रैटम सुपरफिशियल, क्योंकि सबसे ऊपर वाला है तो सुपरफिशियल. केराटिनाइज्ड और केराटिनाइज्ड. ओके. नाउ for stratified squamous epithelium, para-keratinized, let's say para-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. now सबसे नीचे जो है, this is stratum, this is basement membrane. बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन। नाउ इसके ऊपर सबसे पहला लेयर होता है स्ट्रैटम बेसेल। तो स्ट्रैटम बेसेल माइट बी क्यूबॉइडल टू लो कॉलमनार। इस साइड लो कॉलमनार बना देते हैं ये। दिस माइट बी इधर क्या कि cuboidal to low columnar. Okay. If cuboidal, then the nucleus will be centrally placed and circular. And if this I am drawing with a pen because अभी कोई कौन सा स्टेन है मैं स्पेसिफिक नहीं बता रहा हूँ। आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द shape and structure of these cells, मतलब but later on we'll discuss the color in the sense stains. Okay, this is stratum basal, this is also stratum basal, but the base क्या बोलते हैं stratum basal can be cuboidal to low columnar. Cuboidal, if cuboidal, their nuclei are circular and centrally placed. If columnar, their nuclei are oval and centrally placed. Oval. Okay, like this. And they are oriented perpendicular to the basement membrane. Always oriented perpendicular to the basement membrane. Okay, now this forms only one layer, stratum basal, but above that there is a layer of polygonal shaped cells. Polygonal means there will be no intercellular space. Polygonal can be of any shape but many sides, and there must be no intercellular spaces, like this. And the size of the cells keeps on increasing as we go higher, like this. So this is known as, this is stratum basal, stratum spinosum है ना, हाँ, and stratum spinosum are polygonal, no intercellular spaces, and circular, centrally placed nucleus, like this. So and their size increases on going from stratum basal towards stratum granulosum. Now the next layer will be like this. These cells, when they move from inner side to outer side, they get gradually flattened. And form single or double layer of flattened cell layers. See, there are no intercellular spaces here. This is called as stratum granulosum. Okay, now here also I think their nuclei are not not circular, I don't think. Let me check. Don't think they're circular. ओवल होता है, हाँ, I might be wrong but जितना याद आ रहा है, their nuclei are oval and are placed along the length of the cell, like this. दिस इज स्ट्रैटम ग्रैनुलोसम। यहाँ भी ये स्पाइनोसम होगा पूरा इतने दूर तक, बट आफ्टर दिस granulosum. Now after granulosum there is a layer of extremely elongated cells, so elongated that you cannot even figure out कि बाल है या सेल है ना, ऐसा. And this is known as stratum corneum. It is only these cells only which get elongated like this after moving outwards. So ये है stratum corneum. And stratum corneum में if this is para-keratinized then there will be pycnotic nuclei, slightly elongated and present everywhere. अगर ये pycnotic nucleus नहीं होता तो वो हो जाता ortho-keratinized. Now, why is stratum spinosum polygonal shape? This is due to the presence of desmosomal junction. Stratum spinosum. Desmosomal junction is present wherever cells attach with adjacent cells. Now, under this basement membrane, there is connective tissue, also known as lamina propria. Lamina propria. This contains collagen fibers, randomly oriented, some blood vessels. Blood vessels have no definite shape. They can be of any shape except they don't have any sharp edges or corners. ये पेन से बना रहा हूँ क्योंकि अभी कोई स्टेन स्पेसिफिक नहीं बताना है, ठीक है ना. ये हो गया. एंड सम फाइब्रोब्लास्ट्स. There will be a nucleus here. Now fibroblast and fibrocyte. Now fibroblast, blast means synthesis, cyte means not synthesizing. Okay. Now fibroblast, synthesis of collagen. They have oval nucleus along the length of cell. Now for example, this is an enlarged view of a fibroblast, so their nucleus will be oval and along the length of the cell. Means ऐसे ओवल नहीं होगा, ऐसे ओवल नहीं होगा, ये रॉन्ग है, ये होगा. एंड फाइब्रोसाइट इज नॉट एक्टिवली synthesizing collagen fibers. This is dormant, and since not actively synthesizing, number of organelle decreases, so cytoplasm decreases, so nucleus becomes circular. Okay, now just a little more about, and one more thing. Yes, please. Sorry, thank you. The direction of fibroblast will always be parallel to collagen fiber. Okay, इट्स मतलब उसके पास वाला कोलेजन फाइबर के पैरेलल ही होता है. ओके, नाउ अबाउट some mucosa. It contains adipocyte cells, or also known as clear cells. Now adipocyte cells may be of two types: brown fat cells and yellow fat cells. Brown fat cells is used for thermoregulation in babies, children, मतलब छोटे बच्चे, and yellow fat cells is commonly found in adults. Now a single adipocyte may be round to oval in shape and stores a single droplet of fat, but acquiring most of the cytoplasm. Single adipocyte, when seen in a microscope, seen through a microscope, it is round oval in shape and stores just a single droplet of fat, which acquires most of the cytoplasm. Okay, so all the cytoplasm is pushed to the periphery, means this is the fat globule, fat droplet, and all the cytoplasm is pushed to the periphery. Okay, now in this adipocyte, the nucleus is pushed to periphery, flattened, squished, and placed eccentrically on the periphery like this. ये न्यूक्लियस है इसका, पूरा धक्का इसको, ये फैट तो सबको धक्का दे देगा, चलो नहीं जगह है, ये बोलेगा बहुत जगह है, ये नहीं जगह है, बहुत जगह है, नहीं जगह है, बहुत जगह है, हट, तो चिपका दिया कोने में, पूरा कोने में. And xylene is a substance that dissolves fat. But this was about single adipocyte. But in tissues, adipocyte tissues, adipose cells are not round. ये कैसे हो गया नॉट राउंड? ये तो राउंड बोला था, राउंड टू ओवल, बट नॉट राउंड. इंस्टेड they are flattened at their edges. मतलब अब ये है एडिपोसाइट, ऐसा, मतलब इतना तो नहीं होता है, लेकिन फिर भी समझाने के लिए. अब यहाँ पे होगा न्यूक्लियस, यहाँ पे होगा न्यूक्लियस, कहीं भी हो सकता है बट कोने में होगा, नहीं जगह है. फैट ड्रॉपलेट जो होता है वो बोलता है न्यूक्लियस को नहीं जगह है, न्यूक्लियस बोलता है बहुत जगह है, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली उसको कोने में रहना पड़ता है। ठीक है, दैट्स इट फॉर नाउ, आई सी इन द नेक्स्ट वन, बाय बाय।